Well, good evening, fans, and once again, welcome to BRIT Basketball, the 41st BRIT Basketball Classic here at Bedford Road. I'm Devin Haru alongside Jordy Houghton, and Jordy, so far so good. Another thrilling classic here at Bedford Road.
Oh, lots of great games this weekend, Devin. Exciting basketball, great fan support, everything you want in a BRIT weekend.
Yeah, it's been fun, it's been good, it's been exciting, and well, tonight, in the bronze medal game, we should have a fantastic basketball game. The Evan Hardy Souls, who lost an absolute heartbreaker in the semifinal this afternoon. We'll see how they bounce back tonight, Jordy.
Two of the top teams in Saskatchewan right here. Number one ranked team in Saskatchewan right now, the Campbell Tartans, got blown out this afternoon by Vancouver College. Their defense was too much for Campbell to handle. And Evan Hardy, coming off a heartbreaker, as you mentioned, Devin, lost to the Paul Kane Blues from St. Albert. They'll be playing the final later this evening.
Yeah, I mean, this Evan Hardy Soul team just absolutely collapsed down the stretch. But you look on the other side, and if you want to talk about collapse as well, look no further than the Campbell Tartans, because Skip Campbell and his crew had big ideas coming into this championship. A veteran-laden squad. They know what it takes to win big games, but this afternoon they came up empty in the biggest sort of way.
Well, like I said, the defensive pressure of Vancouver College was unlike anything they've ever faced before this year, and I think they'll take a lot away from that and bring it into this game tonight, and hopefully challenge for a provincial championship in March here.
Well, we're just over a minute away from the start of this bronze medal final at the BRIT Classic, Bedford Road, located on the west side of Saskatoon. It's a bit of a milder night in Saskatoon, and that's good news for organizers who are expecting yet another capacity crowd on Saturday night here at Bedford Road. Let's take a look at the teams. Like I said, it's the Evan Hardy Souls of Saskatoon taking on the Campbell Collegiate Tartans, and well, if this couldn't be a final, the bronze medal game is the next best thing for two Saskatchewan rivals.
Yeah, this is the ultimate showcase of high school basketball in this province and perhaps in Western Canada. So it's great that these two Saskatchewan teams can really match up, as we'll probably see them match up again later this year in March.
And of course, we apologize for any temporary difficulty, including the score, keeping an eye on that. We're doing our best to give you a show, and well, with the equipment we have and the material we have, we're doing our best. It's been obviously working around the clock for our technical team, and as far as I'm concerned, they're doing one admirable job. We've hit zeros on the warm-up clock. I see Kelly Bowers, a former teacher, a former player, a former coach, a former chairman. Was he a chairman? Who knows? You'd think he was a chairman of this tournament, the way he runs around. Nonetheless, he's been here for 41 years, and well, now look at, he's out on the court and he's a referee, Jordy.
Yeah, Kelly Bowers is a real institution here at the BRIT Classic, and he'll be here every year until he's on his deathbed, I'm sure.
So we're just getting set for the starters here tonight. Jordy and I will switch spots after this game and head down to the scorers table and bring everybody in the house up to date with what's going on. But for right now, we're up in the booth, and we wouldn't want to be anywhere else on a Saturday night.
Yeah, there's no better place to be on a cold night in January, or a mild night in this case, than right here at the nice, warm, and cozy Bedford Road Gymnasium.
All right, well, they're getting them fired up. Of course, that's Brendan Flaherty on the mic on the far side. Like I said, this is Devin Haru alongside Jordy Houghton, and I'm fired up, Jordy. You know, we sometimes take for granted this tournament and being a part of it, but tonight I'm pretty fired up. Who knows how many more of these we'll have. It's the 41st one, and we're here to witness it.
Certainly a one-of-a-kind event in this city and in this province, especially at the high school level. It's really, the buzz in this gym is amazing right now, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
You know, it's funny. My brother hasn't came to many Brits. In fact, it was just his second game this afternoon. And he said to me, he's in grade 12 at Evan Hardy, he said to me during dinner, he says, I can't believe it, but when you come into here, it's like an NHL game. It's like a buzz. It's like an event. It's like an arena. That's exactly what Bedford Road Collegiate's gym is like.
Oh, it's a one-of-a-kind facility here at Bedford Road, built for a showcase like this one.
It's exciting times. Let's take a look at our starters for tonight's game for the Campbell Collegiate Tartans. Number 3, Mike Maleka. He's a 6'2" guard out of grade 11. A 6'5" post in grade 11, Matt Campbell. He'll be wearing number 4. A 6'3" guard, number 8, Ian McLeod. A 6'2" guard, number 12, Garrett Burgess. And a 6'6" big man guard, number 13, Connor Burns. Then you go over to the other side. Look at the Souls. Number 5, Taylor Bird, 6'1" forward. Then you see the 5'9" guard, number 11, Pierce Ward. A 6'3" forward, Joey Deason. He's a big man for the Souls. A 5'11" guard, number 14, Chris Friesen. And a big-time player for the Souls, 6 foot forward, number 15, Graham Unruh. Jordy Houghton, we're ready to go.
Ready for a matchup of two Saskatchewan powerhouses right here. Look for this matchup in March. Here's a preview.
All right, baby, there's your scene setter and game matchup, and now let's throw this ball up and get it underway. It's a bronze medal game. It's Saturday night at BRIT, and we only have 2 games left. And right off the bat, they're going to count the basket and the foul. That's number 12, Garrett Burgess.
Garrett Burgess has looked really solid this weekend. Certainly a lot of strength for a point guard. Very smart out there on the floor. Nice and one.
So Garrett Burgess is going to go to the free throw line, looking to complete this 3-point play. Didn't get that to go. Rebound, Matt Campbell under the basket. Gets that to go. And there it is. And then right back again, a turnover, and just like that, the Tartans are up 6-0.
Tartans are looking to make up for their poor showing this afternoon with putting on the full court press right here in the early going.
All right, it's the Souls looking to get their feet under them. My goodness, only 40 seconds into this basketball game, the Souls find themselves down 6-0, and not the way Barclay Patterson and his crew wanted to start here tonight. Obviously, Jordy, we got to pay attention to the emotional letdown this team had at the end of their last game. Is it carrying over here tonight?
Well, it's a little early to tell, I think, Devin. But as this quarter and this half winds on, I'm sure we'll see. It's a huge crowd, of course, here tonight, and I'm sure the Souls want to put on a good show for everybody.
So here we go. Souls turning it over. Luckily, it hit one of the Tartans and went out of bounds. But Jordy, 6:59 remaining in this first quarter. The Souls down 6-0. If I'm the Souls, I'm a little worried right now.
Yeah, they just have to get composed here. Nice drive by Graham Unruh.
Graham Unruh now stopping the bleeding for the Souls and getting on the board at 6-2. 6:35 remaining. Matt Campbell back the other way. Got that one to go, and it's 8-2 with 6.5 left in the first quarter. Back and forth we go. Unruh! He almost got the hoop and the harm. Instead, he's going to go to the foul line to shoot 2.
Nice play by Unruh. Caught that outlet pass and went into the shot blocker's body. And he'll be going to the line. Good play.
Well, Graham Unruh is back on the line, a place he found himself with 2 seconds left in the last game. He had 3 shots to tie up the game with 2 seconds left, and he missed them all. Let's see how he does here. Well, he's 0 for 4 in his last 4 shots, and you know Barclay Patterson will have him shooting free throws at practice on Monday.
Well, it's certainly a little harder to shoot free throws in this gym, Devin. Certainly with the pressure on. So
all right, 8-3 now. He goes 1 for 2. He got back on track there, thank goodness. And here comes the press, and Joey Deason steals. Boy, there was a travel. You know, the thing, I admire Joey Deason's tenacity, but the one knock on him, he gets going sometimes and he loses control.
Well, he was met pretty quickly by 3 Campbell Tartans. Reacted quickly after that turnover, and he had nowhere to go.
Big play there. There's a bit of a press going on here by the Souls, and I think We saw it fantastically last game. The Tartans were pressured all game, and they continually turned the ball over.
Well, as they say, Devin, teams that press don't like to be pressed, so I'm sure we'll look to that
Good
for
point.
the rest of the game.
Graham Unruh slicing and dicing to the hoop. Basket and the foul. Graham Unruh's going to have to be big today.
Great finish by Unruh. Once again, strong take to the hoop.
So there's a discussion going on whether Graham Unruh is a better ball player than Joey Deason. There's an argument that'll go on forever, but these guys both bring different assets to the floor. As an all-around player, Graham Unruh might be a little more talented. He completes a three-point play.
Well, I think Joey Deason is more of an overall raw athlete, and he's still working on his basketball skills. They've come a long way this year, and I expect he'll get some attention at the university level as well as Unruh, I'm sure.
So whatever the case may be, it's nice to have those two studs on your team, absolutely. Well, they break the press here to the Tartans, and just like that, it's going to be Bryce Gorman into the game and into the line, shooting two for the Tartans, who find themselves up 8-6, 5:47 left in the first quarter. And like we say, for those of you tuning in for the first time, 8-minute quarters here at the half, and they're playing FIBA rules.
Absolutely. The FIBA rules changed here in Saskatchewan high school basketball this year. Changed to a 24-second shot clock from a 30-second, and they only have 8 seconds to get it across. So we've been seeing a lot of teams pressing, especially the out-of-province teams trying to take advantage of their lack of experience with those rules.
And you've seen a lot of teams in disarray as Bryce Gorman goes 1 for 2 to extend his team's lead to 9-6. 5:40 remaining. The Tartans up by 3. Joey Deason, baseline, give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Right there, it goes out of bounds. I don't think there was any room for Deason. He thought there was, but Ian McLeod did a good job for the Tartans of closing that gap.
Absolutely. Cut him right off on the baseline, and he had nowhere to go.
Matt Campbell now gets it over to Burgess. Garrett Burgess on the perimeter. He'll be running their offense much of the night. The big man, Matt Campbell, spins and fires, and there's that range he didn't have in the semifinal game.
Yeah, certainly a little more relaxed in this game, understandably. Matt's the coach's son, and I'm sure, and he's only in grade 11, so this is a new experience for him, and I'm sure he'll be back here next year at BRIT.
Well, he'll only get better as Pierce Ward turned that over, and you got to wonder, there were 4 Tartans trapped deep. If they got that ball up fast, Deason was wide open on the baseline. They didn't move it quick enough, and well, there's a turnover. As it gets inside there to Bryce Gorman again, who can't get that easy lay-in to go. I say easy with all due respect because nothing's easy here at BRIT. Bryce Ward now on the perimeter. Deason won't pull up and shoot that. This is Andrew Burnett, who had a stellar game this afternoon. Drive and dish, and Reed Maltman puts that one back. Welcome to the game, Reed Maltman.
Great job by Liam Malton, and a great drive by Graham Unruh to set that up.
Drive and dish, that's what you'll see from the Souls all game. Why not? And there's Deason under the hoop, and Kelly Bowers right there to make the call off a Soul, and it's going to be Tartan's ball.
Great job by Joey Deason all weekend, being very active defensively and on the glass, and using his strength to his advantage.
Matt Campbell, he's right there again, and he's glassing 2, and he's figuring out his range early on here. 13-8. Here comes Unruh, and Maltman. Unruh off the block, can't get that one to go.
Good take, a little bit of contact there, but I think they're going to let them play here on Saturday night.
Now Burgess back the other way. Baseline, and he had nowhere to go. The foul's going to be called on the floor. Kelly Bowers right there again in prime position. 13-8, the Tartans leading the Souls. 3:58 remaining in the first quarter, live from the BRIT Classic. It'll be Garrett Burgess inbounding the ball. Burgess swings it into Campbell. Back here, big 3 ball, yes sir, book it, Mike Maleka.
Great kick out there.
Yeah, Jordy, this is going to be an important time right here. It's an 8-point Tartan lead. The Souls better reel them in right now. Here's Burnett. Inside, off the glass, get it to go. Great work there, Jesse Cole.
Nice low post feed by Burnett.
Check that. That's Nicky Stujanov into the game. Been impressed with his ability to come in and find his range right off the bat. And that ball is going to go off the backboard after Ian McLeod jacked that one. And So it's 16-10 with 3:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Devin Haru along with Jordy Houghton. They're going to break the trap, dish it, and there's Deason, and getting up and elevating. That's Joey Deason at his best right there.
Great finish by Deason, and once again a great setup by Unruh, breaking down the D and getting Deason the ball.
Just when you thought that the Tartans were pulling away, the Souls come back with 4 of their own, and it's 16-12 now for the Tartans with 3 minutes remaining. We've got subs now, and coming into the game, who's that? Number 11? Check that. Number 5, Taylor Bird back into the game.
Evan Hardy's done a good job of recovering from that early pressure that Campbell was putting on, and they're right in this here with 3 minutes to go.
Wow, look at that. You forget basket and the foul.
Another great take by Unruh, showing his strength and his quickness here tonight.
Yeah, she shot and he took it. Yeah, right. Graham Unruh. You know who that was over there. That was Bryce Gorman. He took his eye off Unruh for 1 second, and you can't do that because that guy exploded to the basket.
Oh, great take.
16-14, and here's Unruh in a familiar spot. We'll see if he can make good here. There it is. Smooth shooting by Unruh. It's a 1-point game, 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. 3-ball, look out. Rebounded there, Mulpin. And there's Unruh on the defensive side picking up a board. Unruh having a big start for his team. There's a long ball. Get it to go. Yes, Pierce Ward. And out in front goes the Souls, 18-16, Jordy.
The Souls have just been on fire here since the early win. Pierce Ward with a deep 3-ball.
Holy man, Pierce Ward, he's got ice in his veins. What a shot. Oh, and that was a goaltend perhaps. And they didn't call it, and Skip Campbell can't believe it. Now back the other way, Reed Maltman, get it to go. 20-16. Oh, this is getting wild there because I thought it was a goaltend. Joey Deason elevated.
Oh, great block by Deason. It was on the way down, but ref saw it otherwise. But great break going back the other way.
And now an offensive foul called on the Tartans, and they're unraveling here. Who are they going to call? It's going to be another number 13, Connor Burns. He picked up a unwarranted offensive foul, and the Souls are going to take a timeout, Jordy. I don't get that.
Always a little mind-boggling when the coach with the momentum calls the timeout, but maybe feels his players need to calm down a little bit or get a little break here late in the first quarter.
Well, it's definitely getting wild here. I mean, it was 16-6. Check that, 16-8 just a few seconds ago. Well, you blink, and there's the Souls up 20-16.
Yeah, about a 12-0 run in the last couple minutes here, Devin.
But that's what happens. This is a game at BRIT of ebbs and flows, right? And right now the Souls have all the momentum. That's why I don't understand the timeout.
Well, Joey Deason, their leader, obviously, he had a big dunk, and I think that got them going. Put a little more pressure on defensively, frustrating the big man of Campbell, and getting out on the break. And you got to run at BRIT, and they're using the crowd to their advantage.
Well, not only did he get the big dunk, he had a big play on the other side of the ball when he elevated, and I thought it was a goaltend. Despite the fact they didn't call it, what a great athletic play by Joey Deason. You couple that with the play of Graham Unruh at this point, and well, there's some special things happening on the court as the crowd continues to build and get into it here on a Saturday night. Minute 57 remaining, 20-16. The Saskatoon Evan Hardy Souls find themselves out in front now, in front of the Campbell Collegiate Tartans out of Regina. Oh. And right off the timeout, they throw it away. Garrett Burgess chucked it in, and an on-waiting Mike Maleka saw it sail over his head, and that's it. Turnover off the timeout, and that gives coaches nightmares.
Yeah, Skip Campbell won't like that, but couple minutes here left in the quarter.
Oh, baby! Graham Unruh to Joey Deason. That's spectacular.
Those two are working together big time. Unruh with another beautiful pass.
And look at that. My goodness, what an answer there, Garrett Burgess.
Great.
And then the trap. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I don't know about that. 22-18, a minute 31 left in the first quarter. They call a foul. Ian McLeod picked up that foul, but kind of a ticky-tacky call if you ask me.
The way they've been calling the game so far, that is a bit of a ticky-tack, and looks like Campbell was over the foul limit.
Yeah,
so,
and that's what I don't like about that. I mean, it puts him over the foul limit, and Skip Campbell is beside himself on the bench right now, and I don't blame him. As Pierce Ward is going to go directly from his end to the offensive end, and he's going to make him count on the first free throw. This is going to be the second of two. It's a 23-18 lead for the Souls. He can't get the second to go. A 5-point lead, minute and a half left in the first quarter. And here are the Tartans, into the game. And that's Matt Campbell picking up a rebound and putting it away. Look out! And Graham Unruh lost it. And if you're the Souls, you got to be careful. This minute 12 going into the quarter time is important, Jordy.
Yeah, big minute 12 here. Evan Hardy had all the momentum. I think Campbell has to use their inside advantage here, get the ball to Matt Campbell here.
Well, let's watch for it here. Well, forget about it. There's a three ball jacked up, off, and back come the Souls with a minute remaining. Reed Maltman. Slow it down. Is Pierce Ward going to pump one from where he did last time? Well, he better not from there, because he's way back in Esterhazy from there. And that's off Andrew Burnett and out of bounds with 50.8 seconds. It's a 3-point Souls lead.
Very entertaining first quarter here, Devin.
Sure thing it is.
Oh.
The Tartans now, Taylor Garrett into the game. Well, that's Burgess. Here's an open look for Ian McLeod, and he gets that three ball.
Ian McLeod, happy to see some daylight after the Vancouver College game.
Joey Deason's wide open. Under the basket, gets it to go. Sorry, Jordy, he was breaking fast.
Joey Deason leaking out.
25, 23, 20 seconds left. Same spot. Bucket! A three ball. Ian McLeod is making a home on the corner right now. Look out. Here's the pressure. Burnett's got to break it. They turn it over. This is important. Campbell can't get it to go. Finally he can. Finally he does.
Great job on the glass by Matt Campbell. 3-point lead, Tartans.
He's got to shoot it. Oh, my goodness. And just like that, the Regina Campbell Tartans find themselves 28. The Evan Hardy Souls 25. I got to take a breath, Jordy. Holy man, back and forth we go.
Oh, you better believe it, Devin. We'll see lots of that here tonight. Probably the highest scoring quarter of the tournament here. 28-25 Tartans after one.
Holy man. Well, we hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
Wow.
Because this is just incredible basketball.
These Saskatchewan teams are playing at a high level. The BRIT tournament brings in teams from all over, and over the years that has really helped increase the quality of Saskatchewan basketball. Saskatchewan basketball now is probably right on par with Alberta, and perhaps a little better in the big cities.
Well, I don't know where you can fault both teams. I mean, that was a very well-played quarter. And if you thought fatigue was going to be an issue, well, in that first quarter, I don't think it was.
Well, both these teams definitely have a lot to play for. Third place at BRIT is certainly nothing to sneeze at. Both these teams are looking to put on a show, and they have so far.
Well, I'm excited to watch this game progress. I hope it's as good as this first quarter. Because if the first 8 minutes was any indication of what's to come, buckle up, folks. Grab a beverage, grab a hot dog, and on a Saturday night, sit back
grab
and
a
watch
dilly
this
bar.
beauty. Yeah, grab a dilly bar, a BRIT classic. because this is as good as it gets. As the crowd continues to build, just when you think they can't get any more in, they pile them in.
Oh, Matt Campbell. 4 quick points for the Tartans.
Well, that's the exact same way they started the game, right? They started it in the first 30 seconds, 6-0. If you're the Souls, you better get your head into it. Here's Unruh. He's going to put it up. Oh, Unruh was more worried about the contact and forgot about putting the ball in.
Just a little bit too much mustard
now
on the hot dog.
Now this is Ian McLeod, and he's getting sick. He's heating it up from that corner. And now it's 34-25, 7:15 left in the second quarter. Here comes Unruh. Oh, look at that to Joey Deason.
Another great feed by Unruh. Found Joey Deason all alone for the two-handed slamma-jamma.
Slamma-jamma, thank you. There's McLeod in his familiar spot. Over to Burgess. Burgess getting it over here to Maleka. He got it to go, matching the number on his jersey. That's a 3-ball.
Wow, the Tartans are on fire right now.
Graham Unruh now. Well, look at Graham Unruh. Right in there. Oh, geez, I wanted that one to go maybe. It's 37-27, just like that.
Wow. 9 quick points here in the first minute 15 for Campbell. But Unruh, another strong take to the basket here. And they're looking to seat some more people here.
Why not? Fit them in. 37-27, 6:45.
Looks like Vancouver College is coming in here to check out a little third place action.
Vancouver College, the defending BRIT champions, are in the building. And, well, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. And right now, Vancouver College thinks they're going to win this. Joey Deason under the basket. Can't get that one to go.
Deason got a little intimidation there from Matt Campbell, a couple inches up on him. And Campbell back the other way.
Well, here's Campbell. That's Burgess under the basket. And Burgess got that one to go. Here they come on the fast break. Chris Friesen cutting it back down to 10.
No one stopping the ball for Campbell, and Chris Friesen took it all the way in for the easy lay-in.
Sure, and you know what? They're going to have that all night if they continue high tempo. The Tartans aren't getting back on defense. That's going to be there all night. Here's Burgess now working the perimeter. There's a big man, Campbell, spin and fire. Can't get that one to go, and out of bounds, it's going to be Souls ball. Whew, it's hot up here.
Yeah, they're packing in, and we're up at the top of the gym here, and it's
and look at that turnover. 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. It's a 12-point game. Look at you break it, and here's Unruh. Oh boy, Deason was ready and waiting. And Jordy, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You move the ball, you get the open look.
Great job once again by Hardy. Number 3, Mike Malika coming over to cut it off. Or it would have been the third dunk for Deason tonight.
But that's going to be there. And so they better move it fast. Here's Unruh in the paint. He's going to get that one easy, uncontested. 41-31. 5:35 remaining here in the first half of basketball in the bronze medal game. There's a big man, Matt Campbell. Right in the face of Joey Deason. Take that.
You can't stop that, Devin. That was a great hook by
Here
Campbell.
Here we go again. Here's Deason. Get it to go. Yes, sir.
Unruh and Deason are working together like clockwork here. They both know where each other is at all times, and they're setting each other up for hoops.
And I think that was a purposeful miss by Unruh, who knew Deason was ready and waiting. This is McLeod. If he makes this, that's sick. Didn't get it to go, and Taylor Bird hauls it in. Now Matthew Unruh out on the floor with his brother Graham. It's a travel. No, they're going to call a hold on number 3, Mike Maleka. It's about the only thing he could do because guess what? Joey Deason was in his home office there right beside the basket.
Joey Deason working hard out there. Not a lot of fouls so far. The tempo has been incredible here in the early going.
43-33, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. Taylor Bird had nowhere to go, but there's Unruh. Oh, look at that. That works. Oh, couldn't get it to go and hauled in by Ian McLeod.
To put this high-scoring game in perspective, Devin, we're just coming up to about the 12-minute mark here in the game, and NBA quarters are 12 minutes long. This would be a 43-33 game after one quarter in the NBA. 45-33 now.
Yeah, basket and the foul. Taylor Garrett. That's a big shot there. And thank you for putting that in perspective for us.
Taylor Garrett trying to complete the three-point play here.
Can't get that to go. It's a 12-point basketball game. They're all getting back now, are the Tartans, and Unruh's got nowhere to go. Will he find it? Yes, he does. Cross here. This is Friesen. He can hit that any day of the week, and he missed that one. I'll tell you what, these last 4 minutes of this quarter are going to be pivotal if the Souls want to win.
Right now, Hardy's got some bench players in there, and it'll be good for Joey Deason's out right now.
Well,
for Hardy.
Joey Deason is out.
But he's looking to sub back in. He's at the table looking to sub in here. So.
And Andrew Burnett as well. So here's Unruh getting it over here to Taylor Bird. You've only got 5 on the shot clock. You better do something. That's rejected and out of bounds. Well, you better make a sub right now, Barclay Patterson, and you're going to get Andrew Burnett and Joey Deason back into the game.
Well, Barclay got him out of the game, got him a short blow here, and now they're back in the game.
And this is the Tartans' Jesse Cole into the game. He shot that last ball. Couldn't get it to go. Ian McLeod, Matt Campbell, boom. That's too easy. It's a 14-point lead, 47-33. 3.5 remaining. There's Deason and Unruh. There it is. It's too easy.
Another great pass by Unruh to Deason. He's got about 6 or 7 assists already tonight.
Boy, you almost wonder if Matt Unruh would have left that if it would have sailed out of bounds on its own and would have been a Campbell collegiate turnover. The Tartans right now, look out here. It's going to go. It's going to go. There's Unruh. He finds it. Oh, Unruh, what an effort. Here's Deason. He'll take it to the hoop and strip there. And it's going to be a foul called on Yashar Zark of the Tartans.
Both teams going into their bench here. Tempo has been frenetic here, as mentioned. And
it feels like it should be a closer game right now. Deason, here he is. He can't get it. He's fighting. Thought there should have been a foul call.
Certainly it seems like Evan Hardy should be closer, but at this tempo, a 12-point lead can be erased in about 2 or 3 minutes. So.
Well, we saw the 12-0 run last quarter, but there's Matt Campbell. That is just textbook. 49-35, 2:45 left. The Tartans are playing fantastic basketball. Andrew Burnett's got to push it up. Find Chris Friesen. Oh, he wanted to shoot the 3 ball and lost it out of bounds. Probably should have shot the ball, Jordy.
Perhaps getting a little fatigued right now, making a little bit of a mental error there, losing the ball out of bounds.
So with about a minute left, I'm going to leave you to call the play. I've got to go do some halftime announcements. But we've still got a lot of time left before that as Matt Campbell can't get that one to go. They're going to call a foul on Matthew Unruh on the floor. No, check that. It looks like number 3, Mike Maleka of the Tartans is called on that foul. It's a 14-point lead for the Tartans. 2:18 left. Here's Matthew Unruh. That was a wicked play. Graham Unruh. Oh, boy. How did Graham Unruh get that up when he was under the basket?
Oh, great strength shown by Graham Unruh. Playing great here tonight as well as decent, but they might have to play a little better here to cut into the lead. Campbell's scoring at will here.
So here's Graham Unruh finding himself at the free throw line, and you've got to score points with the clock stopped, and that's what Graham Unruh does. He's been there enough. He's missed enough. He should know exactly how he's got to get it done now.
Graham Unruh is certainly making up for his lack of clutchness here in the semifinal this afternoon.
49-37, 2:05 just about remaining here in the first half of this bronze medal game. Ian McLeod for 3 from his spot. Couldn't get it to go, and Friesen to Unruh. Unruh to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Just threw that one a little strong. Thought he was going to get contact. Now McLeod. And here's a 3 ball. That's off. And rebounded there by Burnett. Deason's on the floor. So is Unruh. Unruh surveys. 12-point game.
A rare occurrence in this game. Hardy looking to slow it down.
No kidding. Here's Unruh. Sees Deason. Deason won't normally shoot it from way back there. He'll go to the hoop. Joey Deason. Thought there should have been a travel call maybe, but despite the fact they didn't call it, it's a 10-point game. Jordy, this is it. There's Campbell. Here we go. It's a fast break. 2-on-1. Here's Friesen. He's going to get it. And it's an 8-point game. I'll leave you to call the final minute here, and we'll be back. I'll see you back, but you call it, Jordy.
All right, minute remaining here in the first half. Regina Campbell leads Evan Hardy 49-41. Pass into the high post for Campbell. He takes the jumper, and he gets the friendly roll for 2. That'll put Regina up 10. 50 on the clock. Quick outlet pass. That'll be controlled by the Hardy Souls here. 45.3 remaining. Extremely up-tempo game here at the BRIT Classic. Third place final here on the Saturday night. Glad you tuned in on www.britbasketball.net. Graham Unruh goes up strong. Draws the foul. Souls have been led in this first half by their 2 strong veteran senior players, Joey Deason and Graham Unruh, pardon me. Graham Unruh to the line, shooting 2. First one, up, and he gets the friendly roll. Unruh looks to cut the lead here to 8. Takes a look at the rim, and it's up and good. 51-43 Campbell. And the clock is not started. There it goes. A little bit of confusion down at the scorer's table. Clock started a little late there. Campbell inbound. Over to Matt Campbell. He'll shoot the 3. Way off the mark. Rebounded by number 15. Put back by Campbell. Another rebound by number 8, Ian McLeod. He's had a great first half, and that gives the Campbell Tartans a 10-point lead here. Hardy looking for the last shot. Over to Unruh. Passes into Deason. Deason looks inside. Fumbles it. Picked up by McLeod. 5 seconds. Passes off number 3, Mike Malika, to Campbell at the buzzer. No good. And at halftime, in the third place final of the BRIT Classic, the Campbell Tartans from Regina lead the Evan Hardy Souls 53-43. We're going to take a little break right now, but we'll be right back with more great BRIT basketball action. Don't go anywhere.
Palms heat. Their routine featured synchronized kicks, jumps, and turns in jazz, hip-hop, and palm styles. Miss Carolyn Carr, Hillstand coaches and Eva Inglis here, assisted by Carmen Adams and Emily Heindel. Well, the girls are excited to share their routine with you this year. In fact, we think it's money. We think it's a little deal or no deal. Hey, Palm Squad, ladies.
box up there. I know, I saw that. Oh, that's awesome. No, she told me she did that, so. Pretty cool. All right. Hope they had some oxygen in the locker room. I thought this was going to be the final. Final won't be quite this up-tempo, I don't think. Will be a little more mid-tempo probably. Probably be in the 50s or 60s, I'm thinking.
We're ready to rock?
Don't think I'm on.
All right. Welcome back to the second half of the bronze medal game. Devin Haru alongside Jordan Houghton in a packed Bedford Road auditorium, gymnasium, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, and it's a beautiful sight on a Saturday night. It's 53-43 for the Tartans over the Souls. Jordy, talk me through that first half. Holy man, I'm still catching my breath.
Well, high-paced basketball all the way through. Campbell started out in a full-court press, got off to an early 6-0 lead. Hardy returned the favor, went on a 12-0 run of their own in the first quarter. We were 28-25 after one quarter. Campbell continued to get easy baskets, and Graham Under and Joey Deason are playing extremely well for the Souls here in the first half. They'll have to keep it up at this high tempo. I'm not sure if they can keep up that high tempo for the entire game, but they'll certainly give it their best shot here in front of this packed house here at Bedford Road.
Well, sure thing. A 10-point lead doesn't mean much here.
Yes, certainly. The Souls were down 8 at one point early in the first quarter, and it only took them about 10 minutes to get a 4-point lead. So this one is far from over. And
as you look at one of the broomers, his broom broke, and now he's pushing that broom up and down the floor.
Another great tradition here at the BRIT Classic. All the broom boys and everybody in the school gets involved, young and old, and it's great to see.
Well, you know what I'm impressed about is if you look over on that far side, it's mostly Bedford students who are into this and Bedford alumni. Why not, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is one of the best sports weekends in Saskatoon all year long. And as a Bedford students, you basically live in this environment throughout all of high school. So it's great to see everybody back and taking in some great basketball. Some of the best high school ball in Western Canada right here for your enjoyment on BritBasketball.net.
Yes, sir. Let's get this thing going. We're falling behind. It's going to be a later start tonight for this championship. Of course, the Paul Kane High School Blues in St. Albert, Alberta. That one's going to start about 8:30 your time in Alberta. For those of you out in the beautiful west coast of BC, it's going to start about 7:30, so make sure you tell your friends, your neighbors, family, everybody about it. We're going to be doing the game live here from Bedford Road, the championship, and for those of you following here in Saskatchewan, it's going to be about a 9:30 p.m. local time start, and anybody east of us, well, you know the drill. It'll be an hour after that, so you can have a little late-night Brit basketball action as we get set for the last half of basketball for both of these teams, barring overtime, and heaven forbid we have that, but stranger things have happened. Joey Deason now, you want to start good on this first possession, right? Here's Friesen. He's going to miss that. Wide open looker. Oh, and the crowd lets him know about that. Darn rights they do.
We'll have to watch for that as this game progresses, the fatigue factor. This is their second game this day, of course, having played in the semifinals this afternoon. And Hardy was in quite a tight one this afternoon, so a lot of these starters for Hardy played big minutes.
Matt Campbell couldn't get that one to go, but that's Connor Burns putting it back.
I've been very impressed with the two big men here this weekend for Campbell. both have a pretty good shot to be on the All-Star team once after the final. So we'll
Chris
see.
Friesen over to Unruh, over to Deason. He shouldn't be stopped right there. And he wouldn't be. And he wouldn't be again. And Deason can't get that to go. Too bad for him. It's 55-43 now. 12-point Campbell lead into the basket. And right there is Burgess. Can't get that to go. And a strong rebound there. And, wow, throwing away, Jordy.
Pierce Ward looked to get it right back, but it looks like he had a little contact there on Garrett Burgess. It'll be crucial here for Evan Hardy to win this quarter and get back the momentum a little bit heading into the fourth. If they can cut it to below single digits by the end of the third, we'll have a ball game here.
Yeah, sure, but right now it's not close. It's a 12-point lead, and while they're going to throw that one away, that was Garrett Burgess. So Andrew Burnett will be inbounding the ball in his side at center, and, well, they don't look to be on the same page right now, and here's Pierce Ward. Get it over to Unruh, who isn't known for his three-point accuracy. Friesen. Pierce Ward, nothing. Friesen, nothing. Burnett, nothing. And that ball and that shot clock. Oh, and the shot clock expires. And it's going to be Tartan ball. Hey, fans, real quickly as we have a little break here, please email us at britbasketball@gmail.com. That's britbasketball@gmail.com. Let us know where you're listening in from. You're right at your computer, we assume, listening to this as Ian McLeod continues to light it up from three-point land.
Ian McLeod's been on fire from downtown. That's about his fourth free ball of the night here. If Campbell can get the inside game and the outside game going at the same time, it could be a long second half here for Evan Hardy.
Burnett for three. That's not going to go. It's 58-43, 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. Again, just to finish that thought, while Ian McLeod's going to spot it for three again, that would have been unbelievable had he done that. Let's talk about it, though. BritBasketball@gmail.com. Please send us an email. Let us know where you're listening in from or give us any feedback. We'd love to hear it. We're trying to make this as good as it can for you guys. Jordy, what do we have?
Looks like we got a foul, number 3, Mike Malika. First team foul of the quarter. And Hardy will inbound here. Pierce Ward at the controls for the Souls. Over to Bernier. Back to Ward. Swings it over to Unruh.
Jordy doing a little play-by-play. I like it. Thank you.
Got to give you a little break once in a while, Devin.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sweating up here right now.
Nice rejection there by Campbell.
Here comes Burgess. Burgess into the lane. Get it to go. No, rebounded there. Unruh's got to go. Here comes Deason. Unruh to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Well, he's got to have the rebound. It looks like Campbell's tired. Burnett, oh man, the crowd wanted him to shoot it. He had all day and a wide open look. Pierce Ward now over to Deason. Deason, they're giving him space. Unruh, he's not going to get in there. Oh, and that was tipped. No, the ref thought it didn't tip, but it did.
Unruh looking to post up there. Hasn't looked for that all game. It's interesting strategy at this point. I think fatigue is starting to become a little bit of a factor with Hardy. It's 4 on the shot clock.
Got to get it. Burnett. Oh, man, he just missed that one. 15-point lead, 58-43, 4:40 left. Campbell taking it to the Souls right now.
Nice soft little jumper by Connor Burns.
Skip Campbell's happy with his team right now, and the Souls look tired. If you look at Unruh, he says it all. He's getting tired. Wide open, there's Connor Burns. Timeout called by the Evan Hardy Souls at 60-43. Jordy, the 10-point lead is ballooned to 17.
Yeah, Campbell's come out really strong here, continuing to push the tempo. Hardy looks gassed right now. Certainly not used to playing at this up-tempo style. Certainly this is the most up-tempo game that they played all year, so but this will certainly be a learning experience here for them. Lots of time still left here. If they can get a few buckets here, they can cut into this lead a little bit. They can make it interesting going into the fourth.
Well, we'll see what team wants it more right now, because this is where the fatigue and that mental edge come into factor. Isn't that right?
Yeah, having certainly, having played the more of a lopsided game this afternoon, Campbell has an advantage in that respect, as they didn't play quite as many minutes this afternoon. And
yeah, and you're totally right, because after that first half, the game was over. And I called that game as well. You were on the mic down there, and you saw how they just kind of let up and knew they had a big game to play tonight.
Yeah, well, I think Vancouver College, with their tenacious defense and their unbelievable defensive rotations, cutting off any open shots, any open pass to the basket, it just took its toll on Campbell, and they were beaten and mentally defeated by it. Putting up a much better effort here this evening.
So here we go, back to the action. Andrew Burnett getting his team back on the lead. We'll tell Corey Daw that we just got his email, and Daw, we love ya. Thanks for listening in. You're right. Who needs Shaw Cable? Well, they're right below me. We better not say that too loud, but we're having a good time. He says, go Redmond, go Souls, go Chargers. Daw, we love ya. Obviously, you've left a mark on Bedford Road and this BRIT Classic. And, of course, Corey Daw, special guest of BRIT, a longtime teacher at Bedford Road, and definitely one of my role models in life. Had a lot of good times with him at this school, and
certainly Corey Daw is a big inspiration to us all. Bedford Road alumni. He lost a couple 100 pounds, and that's an amazing accomplishment.
Well,
and,
he's just an
thanks
inspiration, right?
Yep. BRIT special guest a couple years ago, as you mentioned, and we wish Corey Daw and his Centennial Chargers all the best of luck in the upcoming basketball season.
Sure thing, and he's looking better than ever. Him and his wife were here earlier today, and I wish him all the best. Let's get back to the action, because his alma mater's playing, and he wants to know what they're doing on the court. So do all of you. Thanks for listening to BRIT Basketball. Ian McLeod for three. This guy's been unconscious, but the rebound is picked up and put back by Connor Burns. 66-45. There's Deason under the basket. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
Deason trying to power up once again for a big throwdown, but men on the floor. Campbell wanting no part of any Evan Hardy momentum here in the third quarter.
Well, and we also, after the game, will have to tell Kelly Bowers that he's got a face for radio. Oh, there's a three ball. Reed Maltman from way back. It's going to make it 66-48. Come on now. Here go the Souls. They need a charge right now. There's Matt Campbell. Basket and the foul. Boy, if you thought a comeback was going to happen, it just got shut down right there, didn't it, Matt Campbell?
Oh, great play by Matt Campbell, finishing strong, only in grade 11. I'm sure we'll see Matt Campbell back here at the BRIT Classic next year. Son of coach of the Tartans, Skip Campbell, and I'm sure he's heard a lot about the BRIT tradition and the atmosphere, and he's playing like an all-star here tonight.
Sure thing he is. He's a big man, obviously. His father's a big man. And the Souls are just not rebounding the basketball right now. Campbell's gonna get 3 tries under the basket, and that's just too much if you ask me.
Sign of fatigue for the Souls.
Yeah,
things like rebounding and the effort plays are starting to really go to the Tartans here.
Well, they just can't keep up. They just can't keep up right now. Although Joey Deason was going to have that lay-in, and that was going to be easy. But, boy, he lost his touch there. Here's Unruh. Unruh's going to get fouled.
Another great take by Graham Under, going up strong. He has certainly done his school proud here tonight, and here in his last BRIT game here in this gym.
As we have a substitution coming out of the game, Connor Burns back onto the floor, Bryce Gorman. And so it's going to be Graham Unruh at the line. He's got to cut this lead to 20, and then they just got to go. They got to go, and they got to force, and they got to get turnovers and get the roll. Yes, he did.
Graham Unruh's hit about his last 4 or 5 free throws free throws in a row.
I hate that. They've got to come up with a different name. I can't say free throws all the time. Unruh knocks it down 2 for 2.
And that cuts the lead to 20 here with 2.5 remaining. See if Evan Hardy can cut into this lead a little bit.
Yeah, it's 20 to 3. It's a 20-point lead right now is what it is. And here is this Unruh. Decent. Now Unruh. Oh, he got him to leave his feet. Unruh thought he should have been fouled. I don't know. His brother was under the basket. Yeah, his brother was under the basket waiting for it, and he didn't get it to go. And right now it's going to be Tartan's ball.
Garrett Burgess trying to break down the defense a little bit. Gets the ball knocked away. Tartans will inbound.
It's getting hot. Holy man, it's packed in here tonight. Throwing away here. Look out, cameraman. It's coming right at you.
Another Bedford Road alumni, Sean Booth, running the camera for Shaw TV.
He almost lost it right there is what he did. And they were right on his camera at that time. Taylor Bird hauls it in. Here's Unruh now. Maltman. Oh, Unruh threw it away.
Little razzle-dazzle.
20-point lead. Minute 47 left in the third quarter. It's 70-50, and if you want to go, you got to go right now. Here's Deason. There's that touch we talked about, and he showed signs of being off right there.
Yeah, a little too strong on that one. That's something I'll have to work on here towards the end of the season, and I'm sure he'll be ready to go here towards the end of the season. Overall, he's played very strong here in the BRIT tournament, and Evan Hardy is definitely a team to watch here in the city. Very strong team. I was also very impressed with the Aiden Bowman Bears play this weekend. They won the Constellation Championship earlier this evening. Number 4, Sam Dirksen, looks to likely be on the All-Star team here.
Oh, and Reed Maltman just fired one for 3 and missed that with 1:10 left here in the third quarter. It's 70-50. Tartans had a 10-point lead at the half. Well, it's 22 now. 72-50 with 1 minute left in the third.
Nice little hook there by Bryce Gorman, number 7.
Unruh, basket and the foul.
Unruh trying to lead the Souls back into the game. Another strong finish. And wow, Regina Campbell at 72 points here.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, the pace is incredible.
I mean, at this point, they're averaging about 25 points every 8 minutes. Unruh, 3-point play, cutting it to 19. Get a couple stops before the half, score some points, and we have a ball game for the fourth. Here we go. Burgess on the perimeter. Get it over to Maleka. Almost a turnover. Hands up. Can't stop him, can you? Bryce Gorman.
Nice soft touch by Gorman once again. 21-point lead for the Tartans.
Here's Deason now running the offense. He sees Reed Maltman. Maltman, get it over here to Unruh, to the other Unruh. Oh, he traveled, and Bowers was all over that, was he?
Yeah, Kelly Bowers working hard out there. Third place game here this evening. Usually a common place to see Bowers here on BRIT weekend. Saturday night repping the third place game.
Campbell is under the basket again. He didn't get that one to go, but the big man hauls it in and puts it back. It's a 23-point lead now. Clock ticking down here with 7 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, and Unruh just turned it over again. And then he laid it in. Wow.
Great hands by Burgess, knocking that one away for the steal. And Campbell is up 25 here after 3.
Baby, this one got out of hand just like that. It's 78-53 for the Tartans. Jordy, take me through it. Tell me what's going on.
Well, Evan Hardy's a little fatigued right now, and they're starting to feel it. Some of those easy shots that were falling in the first half aren't quite dropping here in the second. Campbell is very, very strong team, very deep. Brought about 15 guys to this tournament. It looks like a football team out there on the bench. Usually they bring the biggest team out here to BRIT, and they'll definitely be a provincial contender come March. They won the Balfour tournament. They won the tournament final at the Balfour tournament by 30 over Holy Cross, and they've shown when facing Saskatchewan competition that they are the cream of the crop here in the province.
They are the cream of the crop. Yes, they are. You wonder if they would have played like this afternoon. if it would have been a different story as the crowd continues to get going here at Bedford Road.
Bedford fans getting into the game. The great thing about the BRIT Classic is the Bedford fans always pick a team. Here coming up in the final, we'll have Paul Kane from St. Albert and the Vancouver College Fighting Irish, and I'm sure Bedford fans will voice their cheers very loudly for one of those teams. Always packed here at the BRIT Classic, no matter who's playing, out of town or in town.
Well, my money's going to be on them cheering for Vancouver, but they're so unpredictable, you just never know. 25-point lead for the Tartans. Pretty good showing tonight.
Excellent recovery from their game this afternoon. I'm sure they were eager to show that they're right up there at the top in the province. And
hey, look who it is, Jordy, under the basket. Matt Campbell putting it back for two.
Campbell dominating on the glass. I'm sure he's got 30-plus points here tonight. And I'm sure we'll be hearing his name at the end of the evening on the BRIT All-Star team for this year.
Darn right you will be. And you might from Joey Deason or Graham Unruh. That's a tough pick. That's a battle we talked about earlier. Maybe not a battle. They're on the same team. Here's Unruh. Got it? Yes. Oh, baby, that was tough.
What Unruh lacks in size, he certainly makes up for in strength. Another great finish in the paint.
All right. 25 points. 7:15 left. Last quarter of basketball for these fine athletes, throwing it away.
Despite the lopsided score here, Devin, the basketball is still at a very high level. Campbell's a very deep team, and both teams are still playing very well here. There's no real sign of letdown, and that's great to see. That's what high school sports is all about.
Get in there, Andrew Burnett. Oh, it was half in. That three ball just about went.
Halfway down. Tough rims here at Bedford Road, but you wouldn't know it by the points they're racking up tonight. But those rims are very unforgiving.
Well,
right?
they're some of the liveliest rims in the city, aren't they? Oh, that was Campbell showing why he's a paint player and not a perimeter player there.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing that one away. 80-55, 6:38 left in the fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in to BRIT Basketball. Again, I'll remind you, email us at britbasketball@gmail.com. Of course, receiving a great email from Corey Daw. We're hoping you're still listening. Unfortunately, your alma mater not getting it done. Maybe you should put on a jersey and get out here, Coach Daw. Here we go. Here's Unruh under the basket. Oh, basket on the foul. What a strong take.
Excellent job by Unruh once again. He's leading the troops here this evening, and he's making a big case, as you mentioned, for the BRIT All-Star team.
Sure he is. 6:28 left. 80-57. Make it interesting, right? Well, I see the bagpipers are here too.
Yeah, the North Saskatchewan Regiment Pipe and Drums, another BRIT tradition. They'll be playing at halftime of the final.
Joey Deason, are you kidding? Oh, and he's going to call it. Kelly Bowers is going to call it Tartan's ball. It's a 23-point lead with 6:20 left here. I don't know how these games get away so quickly. Oh, and Deason went for the steal. And he's going to get called on the foul.
Campbell Tartans have exposed the weakness of Evan Hardy. They got them in a fast break and up-tempo game, and Evan Hardy wasn't able to hang in at this point of the season, but I'm sure as the season winds on.
Well, and that's the beauty of BRIT, right, is you get to see these teams, scouting reports. That's basically what this tournament was set up for way back in 1968. Let's bring in some real talented teams, not only here in the province, but all over, because you just never know when you'll run into them again.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been outstanding players at this tournament every year.
Chris Friesen knocking that one down. It's now a 22-point game with 5:50 left. The Souls just couldn't hold on in the third quarter when they needed it the most. That third quarter, such a pivotal. Oh, there's a steal by Unruh, and Unruh's taking it to the hoop. Yes, sir! It's a 20-point lead. But, whoa, baby, Unruh is now on my all-star list.
Wow, Unruh's just playing outstanding basketball, dishing it off in the first half, getting some easy opportunities, which really helped in the early going.
Oh, and Burnett just lost position there on Jesse Cole, but I'll tell you what, Burnett should have had that there. It's going to be Jesse Cole going to the line. He hasn't taken many shots. It's a 20-point Campbell lead, 81-61 over the Souls from Saskatoon. You're watching Jesse Cole shoot that free throw, and he misses that first one as you're watching on. You found us at BritBasketball.net. You can email us at BritBasketball@gmail.com, and Jesse Cole gets a second one to go. It's 82-61. Tartans 5:20 away from coming in third place. Friesen, what's the call? Kelly Bowers calling a travel.
Best traveling call in the land.
There you go.
Bowers all passion.
Yeah, he's going to make himself
Loves twirling those arms.
Yeah, he's out there, is he? All right, baby. Oh, baby, we're 5 minutes away from this thing being over. And then guess what? Then we got a championship to talk about. Jordy and I won't be doing the broadcast. We'll be in-house, so you'll hear us. But they'll take care of you up here. And Stushanov is picking up a foul, and Bryce Gorman is going to go back to the free throw line. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Let us know where you're from, where you are, how you're listening. BritBasketball@gmail.com. I'm Devin Haru alongside Jordy Houghton. Jordy, wow, here we are again. 8 years we've been doing this.
And
You've been doing it longer, but you and I for 8 years.
Ninth year here at the BRIT Classic, and I'm loving every minute of it, Devin. This is the premier basketball event in Western Canada, and there's nothing like the atmosphere in this gym.
No, it's awesome, baby.
I'd do this every weekend if I had the
Yeah,
chance.
you would, and that's what I admire about you. I'm getting old. I need a break. We'll see you out in Vancouver tomorrow. I'm leaving for Hawaii.
Off to Hawaii, and then Devin's off to Panama after that. So he'll be doing he'll be racking up the frequent flyer miles, I think.
Yeah, why not, eh? Here we go, 84-61. Campbell Tartans leading the Evan Hardy Souls, 4:35 left. Wow, what a high-scoring game. Joey Deason's gone cold here. Joey Deason's gone cold in the second half, man.
Campbell's really cut off all of his easy lanes to the basket. They're really crowding him whenever he gets the ball inside. And there he just powered up and used his strength to force the ball up to the basket to get two.
Hey, and we'll tell you what, if you think you're just watching a high school basketball tournament, you've got a whole nother thing coming for you. Because guess what? Some of these players, a lot of these players move on to bigger and better things. You want to talk about Robert Sacre playing for Gonzaga. You want to talk about Tyler Kepke, who was here a couple of years ago. He's playing for, what is it, Texas?
He's playing for the University of Utah Utes.
Utah, yeah.
He was their starting point guard the last I heard. So,
sure he was.
So actually the last three BRIT MVPs are all playing in NCAA Division I right now.
It's crazy. So you're watching something special here, folks, and be sure to stick around because in 4 minutes, well, we've got a championship to talk about, and you better believe there's going to be some guys moving on to greater things after that. Slice into the hoop. Couldn't get that one to go. Welcome to the game number 10. Spencer O'Brien seeing his first chance of the tournament. And here's Unruh under the basket. Here's Deason under the basket. Get it to go. Yes, Joey Deason.
Joey Deason still working hard out there.
84-64, 3.5 left, 20-point lead. Here we go. It looks like the Tartans got this one all locked up, baby. Out, and here we go.
Looks like we got a 3-second violation.
That's exactly the call. So we see people who haven't had a chance to play all weekend get some time, and I like that because this is special. What I've always said is all I want to do is play a sequence here at BRIT. Never got the chance.
Well,
Coach Dahl wouldn't put me in.
Well, I'll have to get you some eligibility done. Actually, an interesting story. Vancouver College has some alumni coming to the game here this evening. Players on the Husky football team, actually, alumni of Vancouver College. Toby Shroka, defensive linebacker for the football team, and Husky quarterback Lawrence Nixon are all Vancouver College alumni, and they've been here showing their colors this weekend, and I'm sure they'll be here later on for the final to support their alma mater.
3 minutes left, and there's a huge shot by Kyle Burns. 87-64. Oh, do you believe it? The Tartans got 87 points on the board. Boy, you're watching something special right now.
I don't think I've ever seen a team get to 90 here in this BRIT tournament.
Well, you're going to see it. I guarantee you that. And I wouldn't go as far as to say they're going to get 100 tonight. Right there. Oh, a 3-ball just sailed wide. Here we go. Back the other way. Pierce Ward to Joey Deason to the hoop. And that's when Joey Deason is good. 87-66.
In the flow and the fast break, they get him an easy opportunity, and he finishes strong at the hoop.
As the Tartans run it around. 2:05 left. Crowd into it. Here's a 3-ball. Oh, man. Andrew Schmidt. Hey, you're telling me these guys are cleanup players. Yeah, right. They are firing on all cylinders. Here's Deason, long-range jumper. Oh, that was sweet. Hitting it up high and getting it to go.
Joey Deason using the glass, Tim Duncan style, high off the glass, 15-footer.
Beautiful, man. That was a great shot. That's why we want him on the Huskies here in Saskatoon. Here's another 3-ball. You better believe it. Andrew Schmidt is just firing them up, and there's a smirk on Skip Campbell's face. He might have a weapon for later in the season. Joey Deason, right back at you. In your face, take that.
6 in a row for Deason, playing hard until the final buzzer. Gotta love that.
Oh, baby, 93-68. Hey, I don't care who wins this one. What a basketball game here tonight.
What a great display of basketball by these two great Saskatchewan teams. Could very well be a preview of the provincial final, Devin, out in Regina in March.
Well, I sure hope so, because despite the fact that the Souls, I wanted to say Crusaders, we're used to seeing them playing here at this time. Despite the fact that the Souls couldn't hold on here, you know, a couple of plays here and there in that third quarter, and it could have been a whole different thing.
And they certainly had an excellent chance to win their semifinal this afternoon. They very well could have been playing in the final. They did their school very proud. And this is probably one of the better appearances by Evan Hardy in the BRIT tournament. So,
well, they're
good on the Souls.
Yeah, they're going to place fourth. Hey, we got a minute remaining, and the Tartans are up 93-70. 93 points make it 95. Jordy, they're going to get to 100, are they? They've got 50 seconds to do it. 95-70, 47 seconds left. Here come the Souls on offense, right under the basket. Lay it in, can't get it to go. Tartans are going to have to do it right now. Do they want it? Taylor Bird intercepted that and took it out of play. It's 36 seconds left. 95-70. Hey, fans, stay tuned. Coming up next, Paul Kane. They're going to be taking on the Vancouver Fighting Irish, the defending BRIT champions. They're going to be going for it, man. It's going to be a final to remember, Jordy.
Well, it'd certainly be a contrast in styles. The defending champions, Vancouver College, play a great, tenacious defensive style, and they have some great weapons. Thomas Scrub, a long, lanky forward, and Will Campbell, a dead-eye outside shooter. And Paul Kane is led by Blackman, a wonderful, wonderful scorer. And
Travis Blacker, he's had a heck of a tournament. I'd say he didn't think he'd play his best game this afternoon. But you better believe this guy's got ice in his veins, and he's going to be ready to go tonight. So, fans, you better be excited, because you're going to be watching something special tonight. It always gets a little wild in here, and, well, we're just going to hold on for the ride.
Number 20, James Anderson at the line for Campbell here. 23.8 on the clock. 95 points on the board for Campbell here in a 32-minute BRIT game. Incredible.
So this is James Anderson, who was in the slam dunk competition. On the line, he misses both. He gets his own rebound. This thing's ticking down, man. Oh, would you believe it? Oh, man. That was that Burns kid again. Or check that, Andrew Schmidt putting up a 3. 95-70. It's going to end. It's going to end right here. Count it down. 2-1. It's ending. The Tartans are third place finishers here at the BRIT Classic. 95 points. You better believe it, Jordy. 95-70. The Souls and Tartans putting on a show here tonight.
Great display by these two great teams. Loving it. Campbell coming out with an outstanding performance. Great performances also by the Souls. Joey Deason and Graham Unner especially. Wheeling and dealing, finishing strong inside. And Matt Campbell was dominant inside for the Campbell Tartans here tonight. 30-plus points, I'm sure, here. And they're walking away with third place here at the BRIT Championship 2009.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to head over, Jordy and I. We got to go meet and greet everybody here tonight. But you guys stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, we got a final coming up next, a 41st final on the first Saturday of every January from 1968 to tonight. They've found a BRIT champion, and, well, we're going to do it all over again. So, on behalf of Jordy Houghton, I'm Devin Haru. Thanks for tuning in. We're getting out of here. But coming up next, the Paul Kane High School Blues from St. Albert, Alberta, taking on the Vancouver College Fighting Irish. It's going to be a beauty. Until then, take care.